Hello, my name is Ian Hauritz. I graduated from Oglethorpe in 2019 with a major in philosophy and an independently planned minor in German language and culture. I spent my 2 senior semesters studying at Technische Universität Dortmund, or TU Dortmund, through the Oglethorpe Study Abroad program, and I can very confidently say that those 2 semesters were the most exciting, intense, and rewarding time in my 4 years getting my degree. Originally, when I decided I wanted to study abroad, I was pretty dead set on going to Berlin. And while I'm sure I would have enjoyed it there, I am definitely happier that I ended up going to TU Dortmund, and I would not change that for anything in the world. I think Dortmund offers a much more quintessential German experience, and I still got to visit Berlin while I was there, so kind of best of both worlds, really. And by the end of my time there, I really felt like I was someone living in Dortmund and in Germany, as opposed to just someone visiting and kind of experiencing it from the outside. I have a few things to say about Dortmund as well as TU Dortmund itself, but I'll start with the city of Dortmund. It's definitely not the flashiest city, and most people, I think, who are familiar with it are soccer fans, but that doesn't mean that you have to be a soccer fan to enjoy Dortmund. One of my personal favorite things about Dortmund is how much green space, how much natural space is kind of scattered throughout the city. Even just directly behind my dorm building, there was a Naturschutzgebiet, or a natural conservation area, and I would go back there and take walks through the trails there pretty much every single day. It was a wonderful way to relax and kind of decompress because study abroad can be stressful sometimes. There's plenty of parks, and I just think that Dortmund has kind of struck a nice balance between green space and city space. And as far as city life goes, there is plenty to explore in Dortmund and the surrounding cities. There's different events going on all the time. There are museums for just about any interest. Really anything you could be in the mood for, you can find in Dortmund or just a stone's throw outside of Dortmund. And of course, when you want to travel further outside of Dortmund, it's an awesome kind of central spot to go just about anywhere from. During my year there, I visited 7 countries outside of Germany and countless more cities inside Germany. With the public transportation there, it really is about as easy as it gets to visit wherever you want to go. As far as TU Dortmund goes, I had a wonderful experience there, and I think the contrast between TU and Oglethorpe is a very interesting one, because TU is a far bigger school. There's way more students, way more buildings and everything. The variety of classes and subjects offered is astounding compared to Oglethorpe, but you can still kind of maintain the social closeness that Oglethorpe provides. It was very common for me to run into my friends on campus, and it's a great centralized area to kind of gather together and study or start a night of partying. Taking classes in a foreign language can be incredibly intimidating. I know the feeling very well because when I arrived in Germany, I had very little German language skills. And shortly after that, I had to start taking multiple 400-level philosophy courses taught in German. I won't lie, it was an incredibly difficult and stressful experience, but I don't regret it, and really I highly, highly recommend not avoiding taking classes just because they're taught in German. I personally don't think there is any better way to fast track your German language skills than taking a class that you're interested in that's taught in German alongside dedicated German language courses. And in my experience, I emailed my professors before classes started, and then on the first or second day of class, I spoke with them and just kind of let them know what my situation was, that I was an international student, still learning German, And they were all very understanding and willing to help figure out the best way to approach the classes from my circumstances. And everything ended up working out really, really well. You just have to be open with your professors and really put the work in as well. And ultimately, my German skills improved way, way more than I ever thought they would have. Overall, I really cannot overemphasize how amazing my experience at TU Dortmund was. And frankly, if it is a possibility for you, I definitely recommend studying there for a full year if you can. I made multiple lifelong friends during my time there, and it will always, always be a time I look back on very fondly in regards to both my academic and personal growth.